Yo, hello, what's up, guys? Should I say that? It's your boy, Sirigat, coming up with another super cool Plaguefall video, plus 18 Tyrannical, Raging, Quaking, Prideful. No way, dude, never done before. Absolutely amazing. But yeah. Okay, memes aside, I genuinely feel like there's not too much to talk about in this dungeon outside of like bosses on Tyrannical. On Fortified, I feel like some pulls are worth talking about, but Plaguefall in general is just one of those dungeons in which you just gotta take it like little by little. I feel like pull by pull. Don't do dumb shit like this, for example. This is a perfect example of doing dumb shit, like chain pulling into a Raging Week. You know, I don't think that was it was fine. It was fine. It was actually good. That guy did what he said he had to do. It was fine. But yeah, as you can see, you just gotta interrupt these guys. Like, I'm saving Hodge for Stormer. Just interrupt if you have anything. I have Blinding Light as well. Still damage, press your buttons, keep people up. Really, not much to talk about. I know like a lot of people nowadays are skipping this first section. I don't really like it because I think this first section is very easy and very clean, and I think if we communicated together we could have even done like a big pull with Ash and Hollow and just finished it all together. I really don't think you should skip that. It's not that you shouldn't skip it. Like if your route skips it and you're comfortable with it, you know, I get it. I just think in pugs you shouldn't skip it because like the trash that you clear instead of this, in my opinion, is a little bit harder. But that's just my opinion. You know, I should have saved Arcane Torrent here. It's kind of, I don't want to say my bad, but I could have done better. Like I could have saved Arcane Torrent here, and we could have just like removed these knowing buffs that these guys have, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. As I said, it's not fortified. Basically, these guys are not even worth talking about. Go next. Damn, he's one angry boy. We let him get very angry there. But yeah, pride is something I want to talk about. As a healer, I feel like your main responsibility in pushing the keys up. So like if you're doing your, I don't know, 14s, 15s and you want to push up, I feel like probably the hardest thing to adjust for our prides. Everything else is honestly more or less the same, just like a little bit more numbers compared to 15, 16, but prides, you can really feel the difference on prides, and they hurt, man. These guys, they're fucking strong, man. And this is just like my melee friends killing me, you know. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. This is also, I think this is probably the first key that I've uploaded that I ran with 2 beacons. I saw this from Alasmir, and I mean, he suggests that you don't run this until the point you can heal prides, but I find myself losing people to prides quite often, honestly, and because of that I actually decided to try it. And for me personally, I have found it way more enjoyable, because like the main flaw we have, right, as Holy Paladins is we do not have AoE healing, at least not proper one. Like we only got Light of Dawn, and for that you need these degenerate pugs to actually stack, which they never do. So you know, you pretty much don't even have that spell. So I just tried it and I really liked it, and it's true that it reduces your output, but you don't need output. There's very few bosses, very few situations in which you actually need that extra output. And like, keep in mind, my Pala is quite under geared as well. My Paladin isn't even 220, he's like 217, 218 with suboptimal trinkets, suboptimal gear. This is my alt, dude. So like, and I'm still fine. Like I'm still timing 18s, 19s, 20s. It's like it's not a big of a deal. Actually, I don't think, wait, do I have 20 timed yet? I don't think I did. No, I don't think I do. Yeah, okay, I lied, I'm sorry. I tried one and I was close, but it failed. Anyway, 19s. Okay, 19s I have timed a few. It's nice. You put beacon on yourself, you put the other on tank, and it's just very cozy. Because then you do what I believe is called like triage healing, right? That's the expression that people use in this case. You have 3 people to heal, and you rely on basically you will live and your tank will live basically through beacons. And now obviously tanks are gonna need some extra healing here and there. Obviously, you know, it is what it is. You just gotta do it. It's the way the game works, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? Like tanks obviously will need extra healing, and obviously the only time you'll have to heal others is when the AoE damage comes, or when somebody's targeted by a specific mechanic and you need to keep them up. It is very, very nice. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, just kill these guys, stomp over these little fools. Step on me, Paladin, Ubu. And then these guys gotta be careful, very important to interrupt. Keep in mind, don't waste your dispels, see who needs dispelling. This is very important actually. So for example here, I'm not actually sure I should have dispelled the tank there. And here I got rooted, and luckily I was smart enough to actually Hand of Freedom myself. I feel like in the past I would actually dispel myself there, because and that's a waste. That's what I mean, like don't waste dispel on that. Save Hand of Freedom for that, and then you can dispel the dots that are very painful from these guys. And here again, I don't know why I'm not arcane torrenting this. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. Not that big of a deal, but it just kind of like helps a little bit. But yeah, I wonder what I used Ashen Hollow on here, because like it always comes up here on these stairs, which is nice. Like on Fortified Wakes, what I like to do is I like to ask tanks to do like a big pull on those stairs. And you can see this was very stressful, because like when multiple of these dots happen, like you can see how much damage everybody takes, and it's just very important. Like if you're a DPSer and for whatever reason you're watching this, like just try to minimize damage when you like have raid frames on. I don't know why a lot of people that are DPSing, they don't fucking have Like they don't see party's HP, so they don't understand. Like you need to understand, if you're part of the crew, you need to understand like whether your healer is struggling. Because I feel like it's fine to not play perfect when we're fine. Like if it's a easy pool, you know, whatever, then yeah, sure, you can like sit in something for like, if it, you know, if it helps you with damage, like go for it. I mean, I feel like if you're a healer, your job is to enable your DPSers. So if I can heal you through the mechanic, and that means you'll do extra damage, like I'm all for it. But also, it's your responsibility as well to know when that's not the case anymore. Like when you need to actually play good and dodge stuff. And I'm not trying to, you know, be like, oh, DPS bad, you know. Nah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, you know, just pay attention, you know, be a bro. Like, you see your healer struggling, it doesn't, like, oftentimes I feel like people have this like, oh, you're just bad, you're trash. Yeah, maybe I am. Yeah, maybe. Listen, it is what it is, but you're playing with me, and if you want to time this key, you know, you gotta find a way to make it work. That's just my logic. And here, this is why I asked for a big pull, but I guess, you know, it's not in the route, which is fine. So kinda, like, I'm gonna be honest, that was, like, I wanna say it's a wasted Ashen Hollow, but it actually isn't, because what else would I use it on, you know? And I just wanna use my spell, right? It's like a 4-minute CD, I wanna get it on cooldown, I don't wanna sit here and finish the key with like 2 used Ashen Hollows, so, like, you know. But it was a waste, though. Anyhow, I got no idea why this guy died. He just got one shot by the bomb, right? Because he like Tentacle was holding him, or did he not walk away, or what happened? I don't know. Doesn't matter though. Just pay attention here. Like, even though it's 18 on non-fortified weeks, I feel like, once again, trash is relatively simple. You don't even need to know all the mechanics that the mobs do. Just don't stand in fucking swirlies, dispel people. Easy peasy. No big deal. Oh, this is actually one of the few keys that I finally play properly. Like, I'm not healing people with yeah, this was recorded. Keep in mind, like, these videos have been sitting in my drive for quite some time, and I was stalling uploading them because I'm pretty busy with college right now. But like, yeah, this was like around time of Great Push, like the tournament that happened, and I was watching a little bit of like Paladins play, and I actually learned a lot. So, you know, hopefully you guys will notice some improvement compared to previous videos. But yeah, no, I'm finally using Light of Martyr, which is actually an insanely strong ability. Like, I thought that ability is pretty much useless. That's why I put it on V. Like, I don't want to press V to cast spells. That's why I put it there. It's like, you know, a 1 in, you know, 5 to 10 minutes usage, you know, when it's really like urgent and I got nothing else, which is like, you know, very rare. But no, that ability is actually good. Like, if 9-1 wasn't coming soon, I would actually put that ability on 2 instead of Holy Light. But I want to see how Holy Light is gonna be in 9.1. It didn't receive any buff or anything, but other things got nerfed, so it might be useful again. Or Flash of Light will be good, because Flash of Light did actually get buffed, and it's a decent ability, so maybe it will be good. We'll see. Yeah, we get this very awkward Pride. I don't really know why we have Pride here. That's kind of cringe. Like, it's Tyrannical, we're supposed to have Pride for boss, but it is what it is. I actually don't know why we have Pride here, now that I think about it. This group was chill though, like nobody said a word like the whole dungeon from what I remember. And at some point, you guys will see, like, I'll tell you when it happens. At some point, my PC is gonna fucking shit itself. I almost died there. Oh wait, I actually don't die there? Holy moly, that was close. As you can see, Light of Martyr carrying, dude. Light of Martyr literally carrying. I do want to say one thing about Light of Martyr though. Keep in mind, Light of Martyr does not, I repeat, it does not heal your beacons. It says it on the spell. Test it out for yourself, you will see that it does not heal beacons. I don't know why I'm not dispelling tank here. That's kind of like lazy of me. I was probably focused on dealing damage. But this is nice. This is like, you know, trash pull into boss. I'm actually okay with this. Like, keeping that in mind, this is not a bad pride. Okay, so like with that in mind. Especially because like I had Ashen Hollow. But yeah. Light of Martyr does not heal your beacons, so if you run double beacon setup, you're basically cocking yourself double. It is not that good to spam Light of Martyr. That is the weakness of the spell. It does not heal beacons. If you're running double beacon, as I am, it is simple math. You're using Martyr when everything else is on CD. You don't have light of holy fucking resources, whatever they're called. You don't have them. You don't have I don't know. You don't have Word of Glory. Crusader Strike is on CD. You like it has no charges, or you cannot be in range, and you don't have Word of Glory. Holy Shock is on CD, so everything is on CD. Then you should Light of Martyr. In any other case, you press that Crusader Strike, and you press that Word of Glory, and you press that Holy Shock. You don't spam Light of Martyr unless you need to. It is a good ability though, you should use it. There's a lot of opportunities to use it. Don't do this as well, this is bad. Don't stand in twirlies. It's bad for you, don't do it. Right, yeah, this is something like this is a pretty common mistake I noticed. Oh, there we go, I did it. Damn, I was actually good in this dungeon, like sort of. Yeah, I almost forgot to reapply beacon to me. And by the way, like something that happened here is, so you'll notice you don't see it now. I see it though. This is why I'm kind of moving awkwardly or whatever. Like it already happened, but it'll be more noticeable soon. My PC actually did, like, sometimes it does something, like it lags for a second when it gets really overwhelmed, and it breaks some of my softwares, like for example mouse software. Yeah, Razer sucks, by the way, unless you sponsor me, Razer. In that case, Razer is great and you should buy their products, but otherwise, like, Razer fucking sucks, dude. Like, their software is so bad, so like one little lag on my PC and you'll see now. So I use like my mouse buttons for Doors of Shadow, Horse, and some like damage reduction abilities. Dude, it breaks. Look at me, like I should be mounting up right now, but I'm like checking, I'm watching what's happening, like it doesn't work, and you'll see me clicking abilities from now on, because I cannot fix it unless I unplug and plug my mouse back in. But I learned that only later. You can see me, I even tell them like I'm lagging, that's the lag, and when it stops lagging, it's gonna be fine. And I was really fucking upset because Plaguefall is one of the keys that I had a lot of trouble timing as a healer, a lot, because rain is just killing me, and even reaching rain is challenging because bug groups just don't know how to play Plaguefall for whatever reason. It is a tricky dungeon, there's a lot that can go wrong, but like this was really upsetting because this group actually played really good, and I was trying so hard, dude, and I really wanted this dungeon timed, and it just sucks. And here I died to like the dumbest thing ever. So I died to the poison, but now you might be wondering, how do you die to poison in 2 ticks? Well, that's because raging, right? Like they raged, and obviously their abilities deal more damage, so it sucks. It is what it is. I died really fast. I didn't expect it. Like, that's one of the flaws of Holy Paladin. You need a tank that knows how to play around you, right? You need a tank that's gonna position mobs for you to hit them, because if you don't hit them, you do not heal. And you can see here lags as well. I'm sorry also for people that are watching video. I'm sorry that it's lagging and all that shit. It is what it is. I don't have like a super good PC. Like, it's a decent PC. It's just not like, you know, your super PC. And yeah, just be careful there and don't pull anything. Like, if you go too much to the right, you'll pull Tentacle. If you go too much to the left, you'll pull the group. Don't do that. I've done that a lot of times. Don't be that guy. Just be careful. And yeah, once again, I'm sorry about the lags. It will stabilize. My keys still won't work, but at least, like, you know, at least dungeon is timeable. Yeah, here, good. You can do a lot as a paladin here. So the reason why a lot of Plaguefalls, you will see there's rogues. I think besides Shroud, it's because of stuns, because a lot of enemies in this dungeon, you get high value from stunning them, because they are not interruptible and they're casting some nasty spells. So for example, here you can see, you saw me hodge the spider, here I blinded light. So just like try to be aware and communicate with your group what you guys are gonna do. Obviously if you guys are playing together like on voice comms or whatever, or if you're with bugs, like, you know, they should know this. Like if you guys are good, you'll know this. So like stun the stealth links, those are the most dangerous one, and then you kind of wanna like in a raging week it's kind of tricky because yeah, some of these, like these snipers, they shoot randomly and they actually hurt quite a bit. It's not, you can see like a lot of damage even though it's not fortified. That's kind of impressive actually. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Here we let spiders go off and you can see now how it's, you know, the situation gets scary. But luckily we managed to kill them before they jumped. Like that was a raging spiderlings. They would fucking destroy someone. And you can see here, like, this is what I'm talking about, like a lot of damage going out, tank dies, DPS dies, and we agreed to wipe here. And just keep it like, yeah, maybe I could have prevented some of this. Actually, maybe we won't wipe. Let me see. Nah, there's no way we don't wipe here, right? Like 2 mobs plus a pride, and it's already on 6 stacks, and we're 1 DPS short. Like, there's no way we don't wipe. I don't know. We'll see now. If I could replay this, I would have called wipe here, but yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. Like, see, I was about to Ashen Hollow, because like I had to, I would have had to Ashen Hollow this to live, but it would be a mistake in my opinion. It would be a very big waste to Ashen Hollow this. But yeah, so like just give it, like I'm kind of in a panic mode here. You can see I'm lagging, and I wanted to check my graphics because like I reduced my graphics to 2 so I can finally do keys normally, and it was just so laggy. I don't know why. Yeah, update interval. Okay. Yeah, that's like one of the tips, by the way. Like if you have any lags or whatever and you're using details, you can see me, like you saw me clicking horse. Like I never click horse. I have it bound on my fucking mouse, right? Yeah, just increase update interval on details to like kind of reduce lag a little bit. It helps a lot actually. Because, well, obviously because the computer has to like recalculate the damage every 3 seconds as opposed to every 0.2 seconds, which is like 5 times a second. So obviously you can see how that reduces the workload a lot throughout like your gameplay. So something to keep in mind. You won't see your DPS live anymore, but if you're looking at your DPS during the fight anyway, you're probably either like a DPS whore or I don't know, you probably aren't very aware of what's happening around you, so you want to play the game and later you can check numbers. Luckily we have logs nowadays, we have details, recounts, whatever you're using. And all of these things will give you very accurate information on what you're doing, so you don't need to worry about it and watch these things live. And here I popped this Ashen Hollow. I'm not sure if this is the ideal usage of Ashen Hollow, because like I think I get like almost the full value out of it. Okay, no, I don't really. Oh yeah, the tank keeps it there. Okay, good tank. Maybe it's worth to wait until the first movement and then pop it. But Ashen Hollow has such a big AoEs. You just need to place it a little bit smart and careful, and you're good. And here we kill, you know, Mommy Spider, Step on Me, Venom Blade. It's a hard boss, I would say, to some extent, but it's not a complicated boss. You just need to pull these Brood Assassins ASAP. That needs to be done really as soon as possible, and then you guys just stack, which is nice for our Light of Dawn, right? And then when these guys get stunned by these mechanics, you just kind of have to take care of them and heal them. And if they're smart, they can even do a lot of tricks. There's like a lot of things you can do with this boss. It's really not that hard. These like singular mechanic bosses are not a problem, especially not if you're a paladin. Like this guy takes a lot of damage, and he never even like he has time block, he has ice block, he has so many abilities to use. Like he was never in danger. He's only in danger because he's not really like he wasn't really prepared, I guess, to take that much damage. But he didn't even need to use it. Like as you saw, like he lived still, so it's kind of like whatever. Not that big of a deal. Anyway, we killed the boss. Everybody's playing well. Look at the healing from Blood DK. I mean, when I play with Blood DKs, like most of the time I actually focus more on DPSing than... Yeah, and he says he's Zerg. I agree with that. And that's a good call. Let's finish the boss. There's no need to kill these guys. If she had a little bit more HP, I would say on Tyrannical Killer, because we really were out of juice. Like a lot of people make a mistake there, because we used everything, right? And now we got nothing. So like the damage we take is gonna be significant. But yeah, as you can see, 83%, so now we're just gonna clear some trash. Then I'll talk about Pride and I'll talk about the boss, because this boss is probably the hardest one for healers, and that's it.
Too far away.
Yeah, here you can clear it like this. You can clear it the other way around. I don't really see the difference personally. Maybe it matters for DPS. I don't know. I really don't. Like, in my opinion, if you AoE them all, that seems the most efficient way to do it. But I don't know how easy that is to achieve. Oh, I guess this works. Yeah, I told them here, just save AMZ for boss. We have 2 AMZs, which really helped. Actually, I don't know if it helped or not, but it should have helped if it didn't. These two like are very acid rain on Tyrannical on 18. Yikes! You guys will see the damage. It's insane. It's absurd. It's really high. It's really high damage. Here, like, we didn't really have much for this Pride, but this is the advantage of my double beacon build, right? This is why I respect into double beacon as opposed to singular beacon. This is the exact reason. Plus, we have Hellstones, right? Which is really big. But you can see how big my heals are. Look at this. Like, I'm just keeping people alive. It's really cool. As well, there's the power of double beacon. Plus, these guys are DKs, so they're not very squishy either. And then we just heal here. We just, you know, yeah. Basically, the whole challenge in this fight is dodge this fucking circle and staying in melee range when the Quaking comes, because we have 3 melees, right? You'll always be at least 2 melees, so at least with 2 it's not that hard, but And this was kind of scary. I hit the bubble. I think I could have just health stoned and health potted, to be honest. I think it would have been fine. But yeah, you saw that we used the AMZ, one of the AMZs, right? So next time I'm assuming I'm gonna use Aura Mastery, or I'm gonna wait for AMZ, either or. And I also have Ashen Hollow, that's important to note. So I have tools to deal with this. Also notice how I'm doing a lot of killing with a lot of martyr here. Keep in mind something, so like if you're a lot of martyring, you will lose HP. It's I think it's like what, 7% I think per cast, something like that. It seems insignificant, but cast it a few times and it'll drop low. If you have a mechanic incoming, you are in danger, so be careful. You do not get beacon heals when you're using a lot of martyr. It's important to know that. And here we actually took quaking damage, which is really bad. That was like a big overlook on our part. You see, I'm using divine protection. I'm using healing a lot, and this is Ashen Hollow. And next rain, I'm probably gonna use Aura Mastery. So we used both of our MZs now, and Ashen Hollow. And on the next one, I'm probably gonna Aura Mastery and sack someone. I like, if I could replay it calmly now on my own, I would probably sack Warlock, wait for 4 stacks, then big heals on Mage so he can alter time, and then obviously like I have Hellstone and Health Pot, so I should be fine on my own. Then tank is not gonna die to this, and neither should DK. DK can K AMS, and he did here, so that's good. And here it comes. Yep, Aura Mastery popped. I dispel myself, that's good. Used Health Pot, Healthstone. We're looking very healthy right now. 10% more to go. It's looking good. Obviously do as much damage as we can. Try to stay in melee range since we're paladins. And here he actually gets one more rain off, and this one was very scary. And here we start dropping people. We actually have one more AMZ if you pay attention, like Inerta, the tank, Ineta, or whatever his name is. He actually has an AMZ for us. Tank actually dies here, which is it's really like actually, I'm not sure what killed him, but yeah. I just want to say thanks guys for watching, you know, like, subscribe and all that jazz. If you want to, leave some comments if you got questions, if you got any constructive criticism, I would appreciate it, or if you just want to tell me I'm trash. And have a good day guys. Thank you for watching.